What up? I'm Reggie D, the Sauce Boss, y'all. I'm here with my boy, Bobby T, Drunken Diaries. We gonna do our thing tonight. You got the Sauce Boss in the house. We representing for the Lou. 314 day coming up. We representing for the nation. We gonna talk a little shit tonight. We gonna talk a little business. We gonna talk a little personal. But we gonna get out tonight. We go back 10 years, y'all. So we got a whole lot to talk about. We was on those motorcycles together. Now we doing business together. Reggie D, the Sauce Boss, and we got Chef Bobby T, y'all. We coming up with something real hot for y'all.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Drunken Diaries. I'm here with my man Reggie D, and we're gonna get down to dirty. We're gonna get into a whole lot of shit, man. And I'm really excited about having you on the show, bro.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if I'm
Yes,
more
sir.
excited about these lobster tails that you brought, but
Good Lord.
whoa, you're the first guest that has brought me food. Usually, like I say, people ask me for food. Like, damn. Come on, I'm already giving you drinks. But anyway,
Right.
so all right, man, Drunken Diaries, bro. So we gotta take a shot. We gotta
I'm ready,
toast,
man.
man.
I'm ready.
So pick your poison, man. Whatever you drinking.
What I want to do, man? I think I'll fuck with this
All
Hennessy.
right, cool.
I
So
don't need to drink dark, but
hey, man,
I'm
that's why I
feeling
have.
good
I mean,
tonight.
usually if you can't find something to drink on the table, then
yeah.
you drink bumpy face.
Right.
Because I don't have any gin here. All right, cheers, bro. Oh yeah, so shit, man, this lobster tail's looking really good. So anyway, man, so dude, you are the man of like so much different shit, man, and like it's like I'm really excited to have you on the show because you remind me a lot of me in the sense like where we've been, what we've been through, the shit that we've been through in our lives.
Right.
And all the crazy shit that actually brought us to where we are now. Because I mean, and we're gonna dig into a lot of that, man. Because I really want to hear. I don't think we've ever sat and talked about it.
Right.
Because I remember we took a couple. We've been on a couple trips together.
Yeah.
And I know we went to Tulsa.
Yeah.
And I want to get into that. I'm gonna get into that. So I mean, I guess that we will start with. I mean, I usually start with how we met. So. Story of how we met. Do you want to tell it or do you want me to tell it? Because I like your version. Because your version's pretty accurate.
Right. Hey, we met riding motorcycles, man. I had just got my first bike. I think it was about 10 years ago, 2001.
Bro, that's 20 years ago. 20. I've known you for 20 years.
You showing the fuck right.
I was thinking about the earlier day. Like, damn, how long have I known
It's
Reggie?
been 20 years, man.
20 years, man.
Yeah.
It was like in 2001.
We was young, man. We was young.
We still are.
Hey, I rode up on a motorcycle, man. Hey, and this is the only white dude out there. The first thing out his mouth, who is this motherfucker with this basketball shorts on
and goggles
and a white beater and goggles on a motorcycle?
Oh man,
I just started riding, man.
And I don't know if I said it to you. I guess I did, if you remember, because I was like, man, who is this fucking dude, man? And look, no shade, bro, but like. You know, I mean, as you learn, like
I was new, man. I was new to the city. You know how we were about new dudes coming in.
Yeah, and like
you know,
we were really territorial over there. You remember that?
Yeah.
So you just came along one day,
right.
And you know, like throughout the motorcycle stuff, like people's homie would get a bike and then they would come, and then their homie would get a bike and they would come. So I mean, it was love after that. But like my first impression of you was you on a. I forgot what it was. Man, what was it?
It was a ZX6, man. I paid like $1,000 for that bike. It was put together. I spray painted the motherfucker.
And you had something to prove too, bro. Because like we were all. I think we got out on the highway, and you just come flying past everybody with literally with basketball shorts on, a wife beater, a beanie helmet, and goggles. And I'm like, this country ass. New rider, like who is this dude? And I just think of that as like one of the funniest stories.
Yeah, it was.
Like,
it was. That's what I always remember.
You had to be there, and like we've talked about that a few times since then, bro. Yeah. But and you were living in Pagedale around the time. Was that Pagedale?
I was in Pagedale. I just got out, man. We'll talk about that a little later, but I just got out, man.
So was that Pagedale or was that Wellston?
It was Pagedale.
All right. So you know Zoe, my little brother's a policeman. He's in Pagedale. Yeah. So that's over in your old hood. So Yeah, man. I'm gonna dig into the whole motorcycle stuff, but I wanna ask you like, where are you from? Are you?
I'm from the East Side, man. I'm originally from East St. Louis, man.
Well, that explains how you. That explains a lot.
I didn't know no better, man. Shit.
Well,
hey.
Shit, there it is. That's all you had to say.
Right.
20 years of this, and you could have just said, "I'm from the East Side."
I'm from the East Side, baby. I'm from the East Side. Hey, them are your stomping grounds, man. While you talking shit.
I'll be over there.
Yeah, you over there all the time.
I've never had an address over there.
Hey, yeah, man. I'm from the East Side, man. Born and raised. You know, I got in a little trouble back in the day, and when I came home, man, I decided I wanted to change my life, and I want to move out of town. So I said go to St. Louis. Hey, they say go to the county. That's all we ever know.
Right.
If you're on the East Side, man, if somebody say they live in the county, you think they living nice. You think everything in the county good.
Well, shit, even if you live on the south side or in the city limits of St. Louis, you say you live in the county. Well, now if it's North County, it's not really that nice.
Well, back then it was.
Yeah.
We're talking 20 years ago.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
If somebody tell you to move to the county, they say, I live in the county, you think they live in the suburbs.
Yeah, it's like, you're a county boy.
You're a county boy. You're in the suburbs. It's nice out there.
You feel like you're doing something.
Yeah, when I left the East Side, man, I moved to the county not knowing that the page there was the fucking hood.
In the hood, yeah.
I didn't know that shit. I just got a house in the county, but when, I moved in December.
Oh, that's funny.
When the summer time came around, man, they came out like roaches. I'm like, what the fuck? I could have stayed on the East Side.
Hey,
for this shit.
let me listen. When I moved to the city from Chesterfield, I was like 5, right? Maybe 6. I don't know. Like I was in first grade, bro. My mom moved from the county down to the south side, and it was cold outside. It was when she looked at the house, and she's like, "Oh yeah, we're like 5 blocks from Botanical Gardens. We could ride our bikes there."
Right.
Man, our bikes got stolen, bro. Like as soon as the weather got nice, like our bikes were gone. Like I was in the hood, and so and shit, I had to adapt. I mean, that's all I knew. So yeah, bro. All right. You're from East St. Louis, and all right, well that explains a whole fucking lot. I think I might have heard that like through Ebony, your cousin.
Yeah. That's where me and her from, man. Born and raised, man.
So that's what's up, man. We're gonna dig into this lobster.
Yeah, man.
You got the biggest one they has too.
I did, man.
Man,
I called him myself going to show my boy Bobby, man. Y'all give me the biggest fucking lobster y'all got in the kitchen, man.
Hey, and they did. God damn, man. Mm-hmm. That's so sexy right there. I love it.
Right.
All right, we're eating good over here. So, all right, man. So,
shout out to 801 Chop House. They laid it down for us.
We appreciate that. I know I do. Yep. So you said you got into some trouble, man. Like I want to know if you're willing to tell me like what that was all about.
Man,
or how long you sat down for?
Yeah, it was it's crazy, man. I was 19 years old, man. One of my buddies I hung with all the time, man. He was off into some shit that I wasn't into. And he was into some shit that I wasn't into, man.
All right,
we can talk. We can talk, man. We can talk. It's real shit, man. It's been. I'm 48, man. This shit happened when I was 19. You know, he was into some different shit, and I keep saying that shit.
Are you gonna tell me about this shit?
Yeah, what it breaks down to, man. I got caught with a gun.
Okay.
The gun was his. The gun had bodies on it.
Okay.
And he figured he thought he was gonna get caught up in some more shit because I got caught with the gun and he let me borrow.
Yeah.
As a result of it, man, he put his hands on me and he pulled a gun on me. And I pulled a gun on him, and it was either me or him at that point. You know, so I did what I had to do, and unfortunately he didn't survive.
Okay.
You know, so I caught a murder.
Bro,
when I was 19.
I do remember that.
Yeah, I caught a murder when I was 19.
But that ain't something you just want to sit down and be like, tell me about your murder case.
Right. I caught a murder when I was 19, and it's weird, man, because the system is fucked up. My family, I'm an only child. My family's got money. My grandmother, may she rest in peace, she passed January 18th.
Man, I'm sorry to hear rest in peace.
She owned restaurants, man. And my mother, my father, they worked at General Motors all my life. I'm an only child. So my family had money, and they paid for the lawyer. The lawyer did what he had to do, man. And I got fucking probation on the second-degree murder because second-degree murder is probationable in Illinois. Yeah. That fucked me up though. It fucked me up. No, it fucked me up worse because now I feel I'm 19 years old. I beat a murder case. I'm on probation. I'm invincible now.
Oh man.
So now we're in the crack era.
Yeah.
We in the 90s.
Yeah.
So I want to sell crack now. Nobody wants to fuck with me because I didn't kill somebody and beat the murder case and all this shit. So I feel I'm invincible. Everybody's scared of me out there because this motherfucker gonna kill me and he not gonna go to jail.
Damn,
so that's
bro.
the way people are feeling out there. So I pretty much had East St. Louis on lockdown in the drug game. So eventually I caught a drug case.
I knew that.
I caught the drug case while I was still on probation for the murder. So of course they reinstated the murder case. So now I'm going to court for a murder case and a drug case.
Damn.
Right. So
Damn.
I ended up getting I 14 years, man.
Okay.
I copped the 14 years. I did 5 on the 14.
And that was state time, right?
State time.
And that was in Illinois?
Illinois, yeah.
Right.
I did 5 on the 14, man. I got home, got married, called myself cleaning up my life and doing the right thing.
That was all before I met you?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you haven't been locked up since I met you?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah, I just got out 3 years ago.
I know. I was gonna say that. Yeah, like
we gonna get to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got out again 3 years ago, man. But that was some different shit.
Was that
man.
Fed?
Yeah, that was
all right.
feds.
All right.
That was feds. That was some different
Bro,
shit.
all right. I can't keep up with all your records.
Right. That was some different shit right there, man.
But I mean, a lot, bro. I mean, throughout my years, I've been into some shit that could have got me time. But it just didn't do it, and I'm glad that you know what I'm saying.
It was by the grace of God I sat down though, man, because if I wouldn't have sat down there, man, the type of shit I was doing out there, man, that last time in the drug case, man, hey, to keep it 100 with you, man, I kept probably a key in my trunk for sale and probably an ounce in my back pocket for personal use.
Bro, and I know.
Dude, I was fucked up out there. I was 130 pounds soaking wet, getting high as a motherfucker,
Damn.
selling, making money hand over fist. I was fucking with the guys from Detroit, and I was getting money. But if you said the wrong thing to me, you was laying down. Because my mind wasn't right, man. I'm young. I'm in my early 20s, you know.
Early 20s with a lot of money.
Yeah, with a lot of money, man, and getting high, fast money, fast women, fast cars, and I was out there fucked up, man.
Yeah.
I was 130 pounds when I went to the joint, man.
That's crazy, bro.
I was fucked up out there.
Well, I mean, a lot of times when I talk about being locked up, like, because I caught a drug case back in 2007.
I remember.
And so I went to the feds for a couple years, and like I knew that like when I was selling drugs that I wasn't gonna stop.
Right.
I wasn't. Like I had created a lifestyle that I couldn't afford to have if I just worked a normal job.
Right.
And like I knew that like I wasn't gonna stop selling drugs until I got caught.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think like I was ever gonna get knocked. I always thought that I was. Here's what I was thinking. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna sell dope, and I'm not gonna tell anybody, but because a lot of people didn't know what I was doing.
I didn't know what you was doing. I've been in your fucking loft downtown with the upstairs and all that. I've been down there. I thought you was just a little spoiled little white boy.
And a lot of people thought that.
That's what I thought, man.
And like
I looked up one day, they say Bobby going to the joint. He was selling drugs. I'm like, what the fuck?
Exactly. And the thing is, like people really thought that.
I did.
But you know what? That's fine. That's better than them being in my fucking business knowing that I'm selling drugs. Yeah, dog. So that happened, and but I think that if I wouldn't have gone to prison, I definitely wouldn't be in the position I'm in today. Because my son was like 5 years old. I mean, obviously, man, when you sit down, you have perspectives, and you like, I'm gonna change my life, and like there was no way I was gonna go back. So,
right.
So like, all right, we'll get to that, and like, so I want to talk about like this whole motorcycle shit because like motorcycles have been such a big part of our lives for like 20 years.
Right.
And so like, did you jump in full throttle with us?
I did.
So you were in full throttle?
No. Full throttle was gone when I came along.
Was it?
Yep.
Okay.
And it just phased out because you know Ron B.
Yeah. So
he
Ron,
on the Rough Riders.
Yeah, I got Ron B tattooed on my back.
Yeah.
So yeah, all right. So I was full throttle. I was part of that with Steve Houston, Ron B, and Ian and a bunch of other guys, and then that kind of dismantled. And then Ron called me. He's like, "Bro, go to New York with me." I was like, "For what?" Because we was always going to Kentucky Derby and shit anyway. Right. And he called me. He's like, "Go to New York," and I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "I'm going to meet the Rough Riders." I'm like, "So?" Like I wasn't impressed. And he was like, "No, we're gonna start a chapter in St. Louis." He's like, "I want you to be my VP." I'm like, what? So I'm thinking, and back at the time, all we knew about Rough Riders was that's New York. Yeah, DMX and Swizz Beats and those guys. Like, that's not the St. Louis thing. So I was kind of mad that they were even coming here.
Right.
I'm like, don't come into my city. Like, this is our city.
Right.
leave that shit in New York. So I was a little bitter. I'm like, nah, Ryan, go ahead, man. I'm gonna do some shit from the crib. So that's when I kind of got everybody together and did the vocal thing. But that never went anywhere because it was a bunch of drug dealers and ex-NFL players, and none of us had any structure. We just wanted notoriety. And we were trying to buck against the Rough Riders, even though the president was one of my closest friends. And then so that happened. That whole Rough Rider era happened, and you were a Rough Rider, right?
Yeah, I started off as, I think I was Ron's treasurer at the time. Okay. When he first started, and shit happened with Ron up high or whatever, and I ended up being the president, taking over the chapter. I went from the president to the regional president, and I started chapters all over the Midwest.
You were so Rough Rider, dude. Like, man, your whole life was just...
I started the Rough Riders in Detroit, Atlanta, Memphis, Jackson, Mississippi, Nashville, Tennessee. Yeah, I could just go on and on about the chapters.
You were
I started,
deep into that shit, bro. Like, I mean, and like, just so everybody knows, like, when you ride motorcycles, it'll change your life. Like, it'll give you this new sense of belonging. Right. A whole bunch of new friends.
Right. And that's what it did, man. It kept me out of a lot of fucking trouble too.
It got me in a lot of trouble.
It got me in a lot of trouble at home.
Yeah.
But besides home, my home life, man.
I got broke up with, like.
Oh yeah. People,
I lost my job.
People, that's what they say. They say if you join the motorcycle club, you start fucking with those bikes, man, you're gonna lose your woman, you're gonna lose your job, you're gonna lose. We used to stay out at fucking 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning.
That's why. Like, I wasn't doing nothing, and she was like, oh, you're out there fucking with the bitches, and I'm like, I'm literally.
We was at White Castle.
On White Castle parking lot. Till the sun came up, just me and like 8 other dudes. Every night,
she's
like, that's impossible. There's no way you're not fucking with any bitches. I'm like, I swear to God, it's me and like 10 dudes watching the sun come up. Like, oh shit.
We didn't want to go home, man. We sit on our bikes looking stupid. That's
and we knew that we were gonna go home to some trouble. We knew. I came home to a 2-page letter one time. I can't take this anymore.
Hey, I chose the easy way out. I bought my wife a bike.
You did, yeah, I remember that.
And hey, she started riding, started her own club, man, and she did her thing.
But you could swore like I was out here just doing all kinds of negative shit. I was literally just riding with my homies. But that man, hey, you know what? That era of my life was probably one of the most standout moments or a couple years of my life, man. Because I mean,
me too.
The camaraderie between bikers back then, because there wasn't so many, and like we all looked out for each other, and like there was never any drama. Nobody fucked with us.
No.
We didn't fuck with each other. Like, and the thing is, like, the motorcycle world, like, you got dudes that are like corporate America dudes. You got police officers.
We had everybody, man. We had all walks of life. We had drug dealers.
Most of them were drug dealers.
NFL players. Yeah. We had everybody,
so
man, hanging with us every day, man.
If you need a mechanic, so-and-so's, like, 5 of them. You need a lawyer, oh, he's a lawyer. Or his brother is, or you need this done or that done. Like, we had a hookup on everything. You need hardwood floors, we got a guy that does it. So it's like, and I like that world because it just gave me a sense of belonging. It was like a fraternity type of thing.
Right, it was.
But see, my problem with that is the structure of like motorcycle clubs, and I just don't like grown men telling me what to do. Right. I don't fucking like it, and that's why I never joined another motorcycle club after that. Like after Full Throttle and then Vocal, and then everybody wanted me to be in their club, and I just didn't want to do it. I'm like, I don't have insurance, I don't have plates, I'm not gonna ride. Anyway, I'm gonna do wheelies. I'm gonna do whatever. I'm gonna ride how I want to ride. I'm not gonna show up there. I'm not gonna do this. You're not gonna tell me what to do. So I'm just like, yeah. And
it was different for me, man. I had 10,000 soldiers behind me.
And
I'm the regional president of the Rough Riders. I had 10,000 soldiers behind me. So,
imagine if you had to prospect for Rough Riders, because I know you prospect for another club.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like. Yeah. And so, in that time, I could have jumped in with you. Yeah. I could have jumped in with anybody,
and not have to prospect.
And not have to prospect. Yep. So then, as the years went on, and like all these other bike clubs started popping up. I mean, I know the number was Stunners. You had a part of that. And then after Biker Boys, everybody had their own club. Yep. They're like, okay, well, I don't want to be a member of this club. I want to be the president.
Right.
And then 15, 20 different motorcycles start clubs started popping up. I'm just like,
right now. In St.
I'm
Louis,
just like,
man.
and I'm so cool on all that.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't, but
Oh,
you
yeah.
were at the top, so it was like you had.
Yep.
It was a different feeling for you. For me,
Yeah.
I was free. I could, if I wanted to ride with y'all, I could. If I wanted to ride with them, I
Yeah.
could.
Yeah.
But I just didn't have any colors on my back.
No, the way I look at it right now, man. If I can look back at it right now, it costed me a lot of money. I put, man, I had a Hummer until last year,
Yeah.
and I put fucking 100,000, no exaggeration. Man, pour me a shot of shit.
What you do?
Hey.
The Hennessy?
Nah, we're gonna go to white now.
Oh shit! Well, here you go.
I put 100,000 miles on my fucking Hummer, man, running up and down the highway to motorcycle events. That shit wasn't paying no bills.
Nah.
I lost a whole company chasing the motorcycle club.
Mhm.
I lost a whole company.
That shit. I mean,
A company I was making $30,000 a month at that I owned, I allowed somebody to steal my company from me because I wasn't watching my shit.
because you were having a real good time.
I was having a good ass time. I told us it was time for us to sign a lease to a space 3 times bigger than the one we had for my collection agency.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, you signed a lease, man. I got a Rough Rider trip going such and such place.
Yeah.
He signed that lease. His name's the only name on the lease.
There you go.
So, yeah.
There you go.
So when it's time for him to do his thing, that motherfucker called the police and said, you're no longer a part of this company. I own this place. My name is on that lease, not yours.
Because of the
And
motorcycle
it wasn't
world.
shit I can do.
Yeah.
And my dumb ass was on a Rough Rider trip.
Yeah. I went on one of those
I was
trips.
about
with
30,
you.
man. I was
Yeah.
about 30 years old when that shit happened.
But I mean, that lifestyle brings you so much popularity and a
Hey,
lot
man,
of.
my cigarettes disappeared.
No, they didn't. Did they? Oh, well, we got somebody stealing the cigarettes.
Yeah.
So, anyway, bro, like, yeah, light that up. Okay. You can jump in the shot. This is organic, man. We don't edit things. So, yeah, all that stuff, and I you know, we don't have to talk about motorcycles because we can talk all night
We
about
can go all
but-
night
but-
about this shit.
all right. So, what are a couple of my most memorable times on the motorcycle world was going to Kentucky Derby, and that's when
Y'all first took me to the Kentucky Derby. We were in that fucking RV. I had never been in an RV. Never rented one.
dude. Like, man, like that. That was so much fun.
We
dude.
parked the RV on Broadway in Kentucky,
and
and we took over the strip.
Bro.
Anytime we got tired, we wanted to use the bathroom. We had a whole fucking RV sitting on the strip.
Yeah.
And this was back when we was young, man.
I still got pictures of you, dude, from back then.
We was young, man.
And you couldn't tell us shit.
Man.
That was a great time. So,
Yeah.
Kentucky Derby, and then I went on a Rough Rider trip with you to Tulsa. And you know what's crazy about that trip, and I never told you this, but I'm writing, that trip is actually in my book that I'm writing, and we're jumping all over the place. Real quick, that trip is the weekend, when I got home from that trip is when I got kicked in. Like, you dropped me
I
off.
never knew that.
You dropped me off at the crib, and I had barely slept that weekend because Ron B had me drunk the whole time.
Right.
And he got me drinking gin.
That-
For some
him
reason,
and
like,
that big ass bottle of gin he used to walk.
He got
rest
me,
in peace, Ron B,
Hey,
man. But,
like,
hey,
so
that big ass bottle of gin he used to
he
walk.
kept
around
giving
with.
me gin, and I'm just like, oh, I found a new drink. I'm drinking gin now, man. I was so fucked up. So
Yeah.
we drove back to St. Louis. Well, you drove, and like the next morning, when I woke up, is when I got kicked in.
Damn, I never knew that, man.
Yeah, and I still have my duffel bag with my Glock in it, so that added to my
To
drug
charge,
case.
right.
Cause like
Furtherance of
that
furtherance
exactly. Because
bullshit.
on Friday before we left on Thursday night, because we left on a Friday. Thursday night I had a key, and I broke the key down, put it in a shoebox, and put it in my oven. Got in the car with you, left town.
You was a motherfucking drug dealer walking around with keys, and I didn't fucking know it.
You wouldn't know
Ain't that
it
a bitch?
unless we was doing.
Ain't that a bitch?
So like I broke the key down.
I've been riding around with fucking Scarface all this damn time and didn't know it.
Hey man, that's why I had such a long run.
Yeah.
Nobody knew.
Yeah.
But so yeah, like I had a key. I broke the key down, so it was like in big eights in a shoebox, and then so when I got back from Tulsa, I had my Glock in my duffel bag. So when they kicked my shit in, there was drugs, which I never had there because I always took it to I had another apartment with this girl, and I kept it over there. But so I never had drugs in my house. It just so happens that I was going on that trip, and then I had the drugs and the gun. So I'm like, I was double fucked.
Yeah, you fucked.
So no matter who told on me, it was like, well, I got caught. You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I gonna do? Try to fight this? Right. So I took a plea and I did my time. But yeah, that was a fucked up ass time period. But like I said, I don't think I would be where I am today. Yeah, if it wasn't for that. Yeah. So, I mean, bro, like the whole reason, not the whole reason, because honestly, I would have had you on my show without the hot sauce, with the pure heat. Mm-hmm. But I want to talk about that. And, like, okay, so I want to talk about all the different jobs you had, but shit, fuck that. The Pure Ultra Lounge. Yep. So you had a club off of North Florissant, right?
The first one was off of North Florissant, then we moved to Airport Road. I remember you used to come in there, man, and buy up some shit.
Yeah.
You used to buy bottles.
I used to buy bottles.
Oh, man.
I remember, like, you didn't have a liquor that I wanted, so I walked next door to the liquor store. You're like, because you let me do it because I was the homie. Yeah. But I'm sure that you had a lot of people that were the homie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I run into that now. But I went and bought a bottle and brought it in. Yeah. I'm like, you want any money? You're like, no, you're good. I'm like, you ain't making no money off of me, but I'm in here kicking it.
We go back, man.
I think you just liked my presence. Man, you know what I'm saying?
It's loyalty, man.
Because if Bobby's here, then it must be cracking.
It's loyalty, man.
But yeah, that was a good time, man. So the club had these special wings, right? Yeah. And that's kind of where this. That's tell me the story, man. Let me see one of those bottles because I like your new logo, man. It's really dope.
Yeah, we got a new label here, man.
So we haven't even talked about this. So tell me how this even started and why you turned into this chef all of a sudden.
Not a chef, man. I got a cookbook.
Man, I've seen you with.
Hey, I got a cookbook, man. It's called I'm Not a Great Cook, but I Have an Amazing Sauce. So I can't cook worth shit. But I can Google.
You make it look good.
I can Google some shit and I can follow directions, so I can cook.
Yeah.
But my cook at my club, man, he fell in love, which was a good thing.
Okay.
He called me one day, man. He met some girl in the club.
Well, yeah, that sounds about right.
He met some girl in the club and he was the cook. He called me one day and said, "Hey, man, you remember homegirl that I met out there to come up here to see me?" Oh, yeah. Well, she's getting ready to move to, I think, Kentucky somewhere, and I'm moving with her. I said, "Okay, good luck. When you leaving?" This motherfucker said tomorrow. This motherfucker said tomorrow. I said, "What? What the hell am I gonna do about a cook?" But I used to love to be in the kitchen with him because it took me away from people begging me for drinks and begging to get in free. Exactly. So I used to be in the kitchen with him all the time.
That's why I don't like being in front here because I don't want people talking to me.
Yeah. So I didn't like people talking to me. So I said I used to hang out in the kitchen with him. So I knew most of the shit he did back there.
Right.
But I didn't know how to make this sweet and spicy sauce that he had, man.
Okay.
So when he left, I called my sister Dana. I said, "Man, Cortez is leaving. And we gotta be able to make those wings." She's like, "Your ass better figure it out."
Yeah, man, I tell people all the time that have restaurants but don't have that kitchen experience.
Right.
I'm like, you better have your chef write down all your recipes.
She said, "I'm glad he didn't." She said, "You better figure it out." And I start Googling shit and I start playing in the kitchen with sauces and shit. I tasted one of the sauces that I did and put them on some wings. I said, "All right, this shit it tastes all right. I'm gonna try it. We open up tonight." Yeah. I tried it and people kept ordering. I'm like, all right, they bought this shit probably because they're drunk. The next night, people kept on ordering it. I'm like, okay, they like this sauce. All right. They like these wings.
They're sober ordering this shit.
Right. So I start opening the club during the day and selling food to stay afloat because sometimes the nightlife can be kind of hard. So I opened during the day, and I had the St. Louis County Health Department ordering those wings by the droves. I had the Veterans Administration building ordering those wings. I'm like, okay, I got to hit there with this sauce.
Yeah.
So of course you got people in St. Louis, Kenlock and Berkeley. I hate to point them out, but they don't know how to act. So eventually, they got to shoot.
Kenlock and Berkeley is fucked up.
Man.
But I fuck with them.
Right, they're my guys.
Yeah, I mean,
they're my guys.
They just don't know how to act.
Yeah, they get drunk, get acting a damn fool with each other.
But they'll do that any fucking where.
Yeah. But eventually they got my club closed down. They took my liquor license because they kept shooting outside the club afterwards.
Right.
So when they kept shooting, all of my friends and other people, oh shit, I missed those pure wings. Damn, I missed those pure heat wings.
Yeah.
And when people kept asking for the wings, I said, fuck it, they don't want the wings.
They want the sauce.
They want the sauce.
Yeah.
Anybody can make some fucking wings.
Right.
So I said, let me bottle this sauce and see what it does.
Yeah.
Man, I jumped on Amazon, ordered 12 empty bottles and the caps, and and I made me some little labels up and shit, and they sold in like 15 to 20 minutes. So the next day I ordered 12 more. Sold another 15, 20 minutes. The next week I ordered 100. They sold in a day. So I said, fuck it, I'm going to go stick my foot out there. You know, I'm driving trucks. I own all the 18-wheelers. So I got, you know, I said payday. When I get paid, I'm going to order 1,000 of these bottles. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to get stuck with them. But, you know, I'm ordering them anyway because I'm tired of re-upping.
Yeah.
Man, I ordered 1,000 bottles. They sold in like 2 days.
Bro,
I said, we got something going here.
And see, I want to touch on that because not only is it, and you got to pat yourself on the back for this one. Not only is the sauce good, but you're Reggie D. Like
that helped,
bro. It
helped.
Absolutely helped because you are a popular dude in St. Louis, and like your popularity got you in front of thousands of people.
It did, and on top of it, it was good.
Yeah, which exposed them initially to the wings at the bar, and then so when people heard that you like are actually coming out with the same sauce. Man, that's golden, bro.
It sold, man, and
I've been watching the process. I haven't really talked to you because I mean I run a business every day. And if you're not on the road, you're making sauce and like I mean, viewers, you don't know, but he also drives 18-wheelers. So he's got a trucking company, and if he's not on the road driving the truck, he's in the Dominican or some fucking
Miami,
some beach,
Belize. I'm somewhere, man. I like warm weather and I like beaches.
Getting out of luxury vehicles in Vegas,
man. That's my sister, man. That's Dr. January, man. That's a help with that shit.
Man. You're always doing something, so like we don't really catch up that often. But I saw the process and I saw the grind. I'm like, that's what's up, bro. And I always like to like show support and like see people come up and like do their thing. They're, you know, local people. Like I love my city. And then when somebody actually does something like this, and it's good.
Yeah, man.
It took me a while to actually try it because, like I said, I was so busy and I'm so consumed with all the damn sauces I'm making.
Yeah.
And then I think I tried it. Where did I try this for the first time? It wasn't at the that event that you had me judge, but anyway, I tried it. And I'm like, damn, that shit's fire, dude. Like, yeah, the sweet and spicy, and then the spicy, the
sweet and mild, and the garlic heat.
The garlic heat. I love that garlic heat one.
The garlic heat, that's my best seller, man. But
I mean, okay, let me ask you a question. So since we're talking about this, I think, is the garlic heat the sweet and spicy with garlic added to it, or is it a whole different recipe?
It's a whole different recipe.
Okay. Because to me, it would taste like if you added some garlic to this,
it won't taste the same.
Well, in my head as a chef, I'm like, it might taste the same. Like
it won't.
I like what you've done, man. So how many different flavors do you have?
I got 3 different flavors, man. We got 2 here today, and I'm gonna thank Schnooks for only having 2 flavors here today. We got sweet and spicy, and we got sweet and mild. Man, that garlic heat, I can't keep that shit on the shelf, man.
Really?
I can't keep it on the shelf. I can't keep it in my inventory. I'm cooking another batch of probably 2, 3, 4, 5,000 bottles Thursday, the 11th. But I'm sold out, man.
Damn, you sound like Walter White. You know who that is from Breaking Bad? The dude.
Oh yeah.
I'm cooking another batch.
Well, cooking another batch, man. But the shit sold out, man. I've been selling pretty good, man. Schnooks just ordered 315 cases. I'm in 112 Schnooks stores as of Thursday.
Bro, did you ever think? Like, did you ever think that your little side hustle would end up in Schnooks?
It wasn't even a side hustle. I just got tired of people asking me for free shit. That's all. I didn't even look at it as a side hustle.
Right.
You're not gonna keep calling me to make fucking wings.
Exactly.
So you're gonna pay for this sauce because I know that's all that you want.
Exactly.
I don't even want to make money off of it, but I'm not gonna keep on making.
I'm
chicken
tired
wings
of making chicken
for
wings
my homies.
Yeah, that's not what I do.
Yeah. So you gonna pay for the sauce so you can make your own damn wings.
Exactly.
So I didn't even look at it as a hustle.
So do people not ask you to make wings anymore?
Fuck yeah. Super Bowl Sunday, I had to make wings. My own birthday, I had to make wings, man.
Man, I refuse. I end up cooking on my birthday if I have a party or something. Yeah, I don't trust anybody else to do it.
That's I got a nice caterer, man. She's good and she's very inventive. She just did I did a motivational speaking event last Sunday.
I saw that with Thizzle, Karan, and Ebony.
Yeah, it was nice, man.
I felt like I should have been there, but I was a little too white.
Nah, man, it was white guys there, man.
But on the panel, I was like, damn, I might stand out a little too much.
Hey, that would have helped, man.
I'd be the only white guy there.
That would have helped us, man.
Well, next time, hit me up, man.
I will. I definitely will, man.
Don't leave me out.
We did our thing, man. You know, we helped a lot of people out, man.
I was motivated. I saw it on. I think I saw it on your publicist live.
Our page, oh man, we dropped some gems, man. I've had 3 people that hit me in the last week and say, hey, I started my business and it's going okay.
And dude, when I go back to prisons, and then that's the one thing I haven't really touched on, we're jumping all over the place.
Yeah.
I want to, all right, I want to talk about the prison thing and the motivation thing, but so I want to get our conversation about this hot sauce, like, or the what you don't call it hot sauce. What do you call it?
It's a gourmet sauce.
It's a gourmet sauce.
I call it a gourmet sauce, man. It's not a hot sauce, it's not a barbecue sauce. It's an all sauce.
Okay.
My shit is gourmet.
Right.
A hot sauce costs fucking $3.
Yeah.
My shit's $8 a bottle.
Right.
This is gourmet. It goes on anything.
Okay.
I mean, vegans, they put it on vegetables. They put it on their vegan meals. It goes on seafood. I'm gonna put some of this shit right now on
I was gonna put some on this lobster, but I didn't. I didn't want you to.
Nah, man. Hey,
real.
it goes on seafood. It goes on just about anything, man. My daughter uses it on potato chips and nachos and popcorn.
Man, I put hot sauce on macaroni.
Yeah.
I put hot sauce
you
on
use it on
everything.
that, man. We black, so we like it. We eat greens and shit. I put it on greens. I eat chitlins, man, for Thanksgiving. I had a bottle of Pure Heat next to my chitlins, man.
Of course you did.
Yeah, so man, it's gourmet, man. It goes on anything.
And you put together an event not too long ago, a couple months ago, with when other people like actually created dishes.
So you think you can cook?
And it was local chefs, home cooks, whatever that, and the tell them.
So you think you can cook, man? There are a lot of events that take place in St. Louis that give homage to a lot of different people and a lot of different genres. And so you think you can cook? You basically take my sauce, use it on different dishes. And the grand prize was $1,000, man. I gave away $1,000 out of my pocket. I had Chef Bobby as one of my judges. I had Karan Bolden, MD January. I had a couple of different people that judged the dishes. And Fish Chef Antonio, he won, man. He had some amazing food.
That food.
He had some amazing food.
No, the event was dope, man. Like there was like. How many? There was like 12.
We had 12 different people cooking. The people from St. Louis, man. I never met any of these people, man, and their food was amazing.
Man, like for real,
Their
like this
food was amazing.
Somebody had some the duck and noodles. I mean, there was some shit there. I'm like, damn, crab legs and like short ribs and oh man, like the sausages.
Everything.
Like
man.
that was so good.
Anything you can think of was down there. And I just I wanted all the chefs, all the cooks of St. Louis to come out and use my sauce on a dish.
And it didn't matter what it was.
It didn't matter what it was. We judged them, or my panel judged them. I wasn't one of the judges. My panel judged them on the best dish using my sauce.
Using the sauce. Like, and I remember one of the categories was use of sauce, overall taste and presentation.
Display and presentation.
Yeah. And one of the reasons it was really hard to choose. It was really because there was like a bunch of good stuff there. But
I don't know how you guys judge, but the guy that won, Antonio Fish Chef, he's doing his thing out here, man.
Yeah, a lot of those people are doing their thing.
He's getting work now.
Yeah,
he's getting a lot of work now as a result of that. Still,
that's what's up, man. And I'm glad that you did that. That was a good thing. So I mean, I'm really proud of you and the sauces. And like, so what all stores are they found in besides the mom and pop shops? I mean, there's a lot of those. And shout out to them. Shout out to y'all. But like, what not national, but like
the larger stores.
Yeah, the larger is.
With me being from East Boogie, man, I made sure I took her to the East Side first. I'm in Save a Lot on 89th and State Street in East St. Louis. I'm in 112 Schnook stores across the country. Max's Meat Market in Hazelwood. I'm in Kenrick's Meat Market south. It's a pretty large meat market.
Did I hear something about Amazon?
Amazon. I sell on Amazon. I sell Walmart.com. I'm online. Yeah. I sell my sauce on Walmart.com, man.
Man, you can go on Walmart.com and buy your sauce.
Yeah. You go on Walmart.com, type in garlic heat, sweet and spicy, sweet and mild, pure heat. You'll get it on there, man. I'm not yet on the shelves in these stores because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Because of the pandemic, the tasters, the category managers couldn't do a taste test, so they can't get me on the actual shelves.
Pandemic
But,
just fucked everything.
man,
up,
but as soon as they taste this sauce, it's over with.
Hey, you know what?
I'll be on the shelves, man.
So I'm proud of you, like straight
Right
up.
on,
I'm
right
really
on.
proud of you,
I
bro. Like
appreciate that,
that's
dog.
hard,
I
man. Like
appreciate that,
I've been wanting to do that. I just, bro, I think I like the bubble that I'm in.
Yeah.
And I know that's like, so you have help, and it's not just you. Like you have a PR, you have a publicist.
I got a team, man.
And-
My team is so fucking dope. I got Elizabeth Danielle. She stay on my head, man. She's the dopest fucking publicist.
She stays on my head about
Man,
you.
I know. She's on everybody head about me. She's super dope, man. She's super dope.
I love it.
I got Rob Ruger, man. Rob Ruger does all of my videography. He does my photos.
Did you know that I have known him since
I
the
know.
second grade?
I've been watching that. I've been watching that on social media. How far you guys go
Since
back.
the
I've been
second
checking it out.
grade, and
Yeah.
we were roommates before I
Yeah.
became a drug dealer.
I didn't
Like
know that.
I graduated from college, moved back to St. Louis, and then me and Rob got an apartment together.
I never knew that.
Yeah, I've known-
I see y'all talking all the time about how close you guys are and how y'all grew up.
Yeah,
together,
I
man.
knew Rob
That's
before
my
he
dude,
became
man.
Ruger.
Yeah, right.
And then, like, out of nowhere, he just became Rob Ruger. I'm like, who the fuck is
you
Rob
Rob
Ruger?
Ruger?
Like,
Yeah.
oh, because little do you know, that was his rap name.
Oh,
Ask him about
that.
that.
Motherfucker used to rap.
Rob had bars, man. Ask Rob how he got
Okay,
that name.
okay.
It's not from the camera. That he was a
Yeah.
rapper.
Okay. You know, I
'Cause
got
he was delivering mail. He was a mailman.
Yeah.
But he actually was pretty dope. He had that real grimy. You know,
Right.
his character was
Right,
like
right.
it was over
He a big dude,
into
you know,
his
so-
raps, and he was like, Rob Ruger came from his rap
Rap,
name.
okay,
Yeah, so
okay.
but you got a team that's helping you get your stuff out
Yeah,
there.
man. I got media, man. I got Mango Media, man. They help me with my graphics and everything. My commercials. I got 24 Brand Media out of New Jersey, man. They're the ones that redesigned me, man.
Shit.
Yeah, they took me global, man. He's rebuilding my website right now.
That's dope, man.
I got Ebony, man. Dr. Ebony January. That's my sister, man. We were born in the same house. I used to give her baths. I used to have the babysitter. And
You was babysitting Ebony?
I didn't have a choice. Shit, I had no fucking choice. I
Oh,
used to give her
man.
baths and have the babysitter, get her dressed.
I'm
and-
gonna remind her of that.
Man,
Like I'm
I
gonna be
got
like,
pictures, man.
Reggie used to babysit you.
Yeah, I didn't have a choice.
That's why she
That's-
fucks with you so hard because you used to babysit her. ass.
Yeah, man, we grew up in the same
Well, you
house,
did a
man.
good job. She's a surgeon.
Dude, when she went to college, you know, we grew up okay, but I was selling drugs then. You know, back then we were selling drugs. We really went balling back
Yeah,
in the early
it was just
90s.
you were just fucking around. Yeah.
I took my microwave out of my house and sent it up to Mizzou to her because she didn't have a microwave.
That's what's up.
That's how That's
Yeah.
how we were. You know, I said, hey, what you need in school? You know, you just started school. Well, I need a microwave and I need this. I had a little red fucking microwave in the house. I said, she getting this microwave. I
That's
said, I got to figure it out.
That's
I'll
what's
figure
up,
it out,
man.
but I'm gonna make sure she cool.
That's
so
good.
I got her on my team, man, and me and her. We take every morning. I wake up at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning with some type of motivational message from her, whether it's through IG or through text.
Really?
Every fucking morning. And I'm
Damn.
wondering, you ain't got to work today. What the fuck you doing up?
Damn,
But
I'm
every single morning, man, I wake up to something from her.
That's awesome,
Every
man.
day. And me and her, we bounce ideas off each other. She said, you need to do that. You need to do this. And she's telling me about shit that I don't even know yet because she's been doing this business thing longer
Yeah.
than me. So,
I mean, she's
you
a
know,
fucking surgeon. That's pretty dope, man.
she's a surgeon. She has her boot camp, her fitness boot camp. She has Boston shakes,
Yeah.
her protein shakes.
And she's got her hands in a lot of different shit. So I mean, shout out to Ebony. I
Real
might even have her
estate
on my
talk.
show. I'm gonna
Yeah,
get her
real
to take a
estate.
couple shots
Yeah,
with me on
yeah,
the
yeah,
show.
all type of shit, man.
I'm gonna get her to talk shit with me.
Oh yeah, she's super dope, man. We just did a Versace party, man. We rented a yacht and did a Versace party.
I saw that shit.
A couple of weeks ago.
I'm like, why is
Miami,
everybody
man.
wearing Versace?
Man,
Y'all out there clowning.
We
Like-
just did a big ass party in Miami, man.
See, now that makes sense. I'm glad to
Yeah.
know that y'all just didn't like all go to the Versace store. And
No. Hey, Ebony decided. She said, come to Miami this week. The weekend my grandmother passed.
Yeah.
She said, we're gonna go to Miami this particular weekend. I want to have a Versace party, but make sure everybody that you bring with you wear some Versace. So I told all my homies, y'all can come.
But you gotta get some Versace.
You motherfuckers better get some Versace, as y'all can't come.
Did they go to the flea market?
Fuck no. Hey, so we did our thing in Miami a couple of weeks ago, man. Everybody's in Miami right now where I want to be.
I got a Versace backpack. I would have just had that on and a white T-shirt.
That would have did it.
Shit,
that would have did it.
Man, how much that thing cost?
I know.
Shit.
Hey, it was a motherfucker there. He didn't have on nothing but some Versace swimming trunks. That's it.
Hey,
he had on Versace.
He had on Versace.
Yeah.
I saw this girl that got a Versace teacup. So I don't think that would have counted. But anyway, so look, all right, she's fine, so it might have counted.
It would have counted. Yeah. It would have counted.
But I mean, shout out to your team, man, and your publicist. Like, I had a publicist, like I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago, but I fired her. It was just bad. It was all bad. And honestly, and to be honest with you, bro, like the spotlight just got to me. I didn't like being seen so much. Sometimes I just want to be like normal. I don't really want people to notice me, and I think it's a little too late in St. Louis because everybody's just gonna know who I am. But like my life started getting picked apart. My personal life started getting picked apart. My girlfriend was feeling it, and she would get texts and be like, "Oh, Bobby's at IHOP with the girl." And like she knew the girl, like we worked together, and she was like, so. But it started becoming like people were just out to like find out shit about me, and I just didn't want. I didn't really like that, bro.
My thing is, man, I'm versatile and I'm transparent right now. I don't give a fuck. I had a problem at first with people knowing about the shit that I did in the streets, and me getting high and all that type of shit. I'm at the point now. I ain't bragging or nothing, but I'm rich, bitch. Fuck
and look, that's the thing. And
that's where I'm at.
Listen,
you know, I'm 6 figures now, so
we're successful.
What the fuck can you say to me? Or you can talk about me, you can dog me out, you can do what you want to do, you can talk all this shit.
But you're not paying my bills.
90% of the people I know are making what my employees are making, so you can't judge me at all
tell me shit.
Because I'm past that point in my life.
It got to me for a little period of time where I'm like, my personal life is not public business, but now it's like. Now with this podcast, oh shit! Like the cat's out the bag. Like I done talked $1 million worth of shit, and like your publicist, she was telling me, she's like, "No, keep it clean." And I was like, "Listen, what did I say? I said Snoop Dogg.
You said Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg is a Long Beach Crip who smokes weed and raps about killing people, and he's probably fucking Martha Stewart."
Hey, I was gonna add that point if you would have left it out.
Shit. Hey.
Yeah.
And he's got his wine in every grocery store in the United States.
Yep.
E40 too. So I mean, like, and I think, bro, like honestly, like I asked the people at Channel 2.
You got to be real and you got to be transparent.
I asked them at Channel 2 one time. I said, why? Because I go on Channel 2 and do cooking demos and stuff for the restaurant all the time. And I asked them, I'm like, I said, because I was either Timmy Zell or Kim Hudson. I asked them, I was like, why do you guys keep having me on here? Like, I just sell chicken.
Right.
They're like, Bobby, it's not the chicken, it's your personality.
It's you. Yeah.
And like when I first went on TV, I was like, yes, I have chicken, I have hot sauce, and styrofoam boxes. It was the worst shit ever.
Right.
But then once I started getting comfortable behind the camera, in front of the camera, and like I'm like, fuck it, I'm tattooed. I'm not gonna curse, but I'm having a good time on the show. I'm interacting. Like they don't need to pull it out of me.
Right.
And I'm like, damn, I actually have a personality because for a long time as a drug dealer and a chef, we don't talk to people. I don't like people. You know what I mean? So it didn't start.
And we gotta hide shit, man.
It didn't come right. I like my whole life was just hidden because I'm cooking food in the back or I'm selling drugs. I can't be myself. Now that I've got my conviction out of the way, it's public knowledge, and now that I'm succccessful, I can say whatever the fuck I want. Exactly. I can do what I want to do, and like I'm doing good for myself. Like I don't want for shit, and I'm happy in my life. I mean, we all have our depressing moments, and
I go through them all the time, man. You know what? It's pretty fucked up. I got 18-wheelers. We haven't even touched that yet.
Yeah.
But I got a trucking company.
Yeah.
But I drive myself.
Yeah.
I stay on the road. I'm not going to depend on my drivers to make my money for me. I like to make my own money. To pay my own bills in case they decide to quit and not want to go to work or whatever.
Right.
My truck has been down for the last couple of days, since last Friday, because my transmission went out, but it's repaired now. It's got a call by now.
Right, we just talked about
that.
that.
Yeah. Said my truck was done. But Saturday morning, man, I woke up depressed as fuck. And I texted Ebony. I said, man, I'm kind of depressed. It feels like I have no purpose. And she was like, what the fuck do you mean you don't have no purpose? Well, you just got in slicks 4 days
that
ago. That
doesn't mean shit.
Yeah, I felt that way, man. I said, man, I felt like.
But I mean, look at Robin Williams and all these people that have committed suicide. Anthony Bourdain. These people are rich. They have the jobs that we wish we had.
Yeah.
But they're doesn't matter. And see, and that's the thing. Like some people, like we have success.
Yeah.
We have money. Yeah. If you and I wanted to go buy a new motorcycle tomorrow, we could.
I can go. Yeah.
We can do that. But that doesn't mean that we're happy 100% of the time.
I don't know what it was, man. But I woke up was like, what? My truck is down. I can't go to work. You know what the fuck is my purpose? I'm sorry. Ebony texted me back. She said, "Motherfucker, you owe some money to somebody? No, your bills paid. All of them got zero balances. Your mortgage paid? Yeah, I don't owe another mortgage to June. What the fuck is your problem? I don't know, man. It just feel like I don't have any purpose. You go through that mental shit sometimes.
Well, shit, you could have called me. I would have told you all about yourself, man.
Man,
But it's those moments, those depressing moments that you don't want to talk to anybody. Yeah. I'm surprised you reached out because when I'm going through that shit, I don't tell anybody, and sometimes I lay it on my mom, and like I don't want to make her any more upset than she already is, because she already worries about me with the restaurant and with this and that. With
I used to. She
all
don't
these
know
different
more.
things. Like
she don't know more because I'm not fucked up the way I used to. But you know what? I gotta lay it on somebody now, because if I don't, you know what I'm gonna do? Something I ain't did in a very long time. Nigga, I go get me an ounce of cocaine, go get me the baddest bitches I can find, and we go into the hotel, get us a nice jacuzzi suite, and you ain't gonna hear from me for about 2 or 3 motherfucking days.
Well, shit, call me.
Hey, I ain't that's gonna do away with my depression, but my whole family gonna be pissed.
Hey, hit me up,
because I ain't heard from you in a few motherfucking days. I know what you was doing because I know your MO from back in the day.
And then Bobby was with him.
right. We ain't heard from you in a couple of days, so I know how you got that depression off.
Pass the mirror, bro.
So to keep from doing this shit, man, I'll reach out to somebody, man.
No, that's good.
I'll reach out to somebody, let them know what I'm going through, and they kind of, knock on my head, man, give me a little wake-up call, man, and say, man, what the fuck, you blessed.
Sometimes it definitely takes another person to like actually tell you how valuable you are. You know what I'm saying? Because you get stuck in this world where you're doing all this shit. You're making all these moves, and you're doing this, you're doing that. You're making sauces. You're driving a truck. You're doing this. You got your kids. Your kids are growing now. Like you're doing all this shit, taking care of the house. The plumbing breaks. You got to fix it. Like all this shit.
Right.
And you don't feel as cool as you really are. Right. And when I say that is like when I get down and I get down on myself, I'm like I'm fixing toilets, I'm scrubbing toilets, I'm getting yelled at by customers, I'm having to cover for my cook because he didn't show up today. Now I gotta go cook and I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta go to my mom's. I'm like fuck. But then like when somebody and I'm like I hate my life, like this sucks. Somebody will come along and be like, dude, do you not know that you inspire me to be who I am? And you, like, I drive 3 hours just to get your food, or like your story has inspired me to open up my own store. And like when I hear that shit, I'm like, damn, like that still, it really like makes me feel better. So it's it takes for other people to tell me or tell us sometimes, because we're in the trenches. We're not thinking about like, oh, I'm dope when everybody else thinks you are. It takes for somebody to actually tell you like, yo, I'm proud of you, you're doing your damn thing. And like, bro, when I see you on different beaches all the damn time and in different countries and shit, I'm like, damn, that's my homie with the basketball shorts. Like, like doing 150 miles an hour on a 600, screaming down
70, man. Hey, racing from Club Shield to White Castle, back and forth.
Bro, I swear to God,
all night.
You had something to prove your first week out. Your first week on the bike set, you had something to prove. But that's what's up, man. So like, you're what's next, bro? Like, where do you see yourself like with this?
I'm doing some motivational speaking right now, man. I'm trying to help people not to bump their heads like we did.
Yeah.
I got a lot of knowledge, man, that I learned from bumping my head, from from just the experiences that I've encountered, man. And I got a new company called Boston Up Trucking that I just started this week, actually. You know, that ADD kick in and you got to do some shit.
You got to do something.
You got to do something.
Yeah.
So I got so many people calling me, man, asking me to help them in this trucking industry. They see the way that I'm living out here. I had a buddy drive down from Chicago today. Shout out to Tone, man. He was the Rough Rider president of Chicago.
I think I know him.
Tone drove to fucking St. Louis, man, to get a couple of cases of sauce today.
Word?
His motherfucker drove 4 hours to get a couple of cases of pure heat. I posted on my page.
That's what I'm talking about.
But
I went to the Science Center today, dog. I haven't been on social media all day.
Oh, okay.
It felt really good to not
I know.
be on social media.
Yeah, I gotta promote though. But
no, I do too. But shit, sometimes I gotta put my phone away.
You know, Tone came down, man, and me and him talked about this. I got a lot of people. He made a comment. He said, man, he told his buddy that drove down with him. He said, you make this trucking shit look easy as fuck. You make it look fun. You make it look good. And because I make it look so good,
they think it's easy.
You got a lot of people that hit me up like, man, how can I get into this shit? Put me on. Hey, ain't nothing free.
Right.
Ain't nothing free.
You know.
So I started a company called Boston Up Trucking.
You know how many restaurants I've helped and got nothing?
Me too. So with the trucking industry, with the sauce industry, I help people get their shit in stores. So Boston Up Trucking, man, my company Boston Up Trucking, I have an A to Z on how you can own your truck, how to deal with brokers, how to get all of your licensing you need, everything for $350.
Bro.
Just give you everything.
And
it's an 8-hour seminar.
That's what people need. Yeah. Because people people think the shit's easy, bro. Mm-hmm. Like people say, oh, you should have a food truck. I'm like, it's not that simple just to buy a truck and just start selling food out of them.
Hey, you know I bought one.
So many
Hey, you know I bought one during the pandemic.
Did you?
Yeah. Hey, I bought a food truck during the pandemic. Hey, I took it out with my PR, Elizabeth Danielle. I called her.
What?
I said, I need your help. I bought a food truck. I'm going to Boeing and I'm going to a barbershop. I need you to help me cook. I need you to help me get these orders out.
No permits or nothing.
Man, look. hey, we got out. We made.
Because I know you ain't have none.
That shit. I went and bought a bunch of food and we popped that day.
Fuck yeah!
It's in my driveway right now. I got a food truck now.
Well, we should collaborate on that bitch and do something. Shit.
It's sitting. That motherfucker. It's been out one time.
That's great.
A lady, she was going through a little hard time during the pandemic and she needed some money and she sold me her food truck, for a nice price. So I said, fuck it, I'm gonna buy this food truck for that price, it was
I'll
real
nice. I'll buy it for 10 grand.
Hell no.
Because I know you ain't paid 10 grand for it.
I didn't even pay half of that.
Man, shit.
Yeah, so
you could double your money. I'll buy for $10,000 right now.
Never that, I'm a businessman. I know the value. Shit, I know the value. I know what I can do with that food truck over the next couple of years. So
well, shit. We'll fucking collab that bitch.
Man,
let's do it.
I can do that now.
Yeah,
that I can do. So the guy told me, he was like, man, you make this trucking shit look easy. And when he said that, man, a lot of people are watching my lifestyle. They're watching how I'm living, and they want to get into the trucking game. So by them wanting to get in the trucking game, man, and want to know everything about the trucking game,
you put it in the is it on like on an online link or something?
I'm doing a webinar.
Okay.
The webinar that I'm doing is an 8-hour webinar. The first one I'm doing is April 17th, which is a Saturday from 8 to 5.
Okay.
$350 is BostonUpTrucking.com. It's teaching everybody how to get in the trucking game.
So I was thinking, is there a way that you can is there a way that you can make that a one-time thing, put it on a disc or put it on the
you can do it pre-recorded as well and sell it. Yeah, I can do that as well.
But then then you'll worry about them giving it away or selling it to that person or that person. But
they can do that.
But let me ask you a question, bro, because we've been entrepreneurs in whatever business we've been in for the past couple decades. What is everybody's obsession with being their own boss? Honestly, real question.
For most people, it's fast money.
But they don't understand what comes with it.
Come with it, yeah. For me, it was a different reason.
But you and I right now, we show them what they need to see. We show them we show them doing everything nice, living life.
No, we don't show them all that. I showed them something different.
What I'm saying, what they see you on the beach. I see you on the beach.
But
they don't see the grind.
Lilac.
Okay.
I got to 270 in Lindbergh. It was fucking 15 degrees outside. And I had a radiator hose, and my truck stopped.
All right.
And I'm sitting on the side of the highway for 3 hours in 20-degree weather waiting on a mechanic. And I went live showing everybody that. This is the part you don't see.
Right, and that's the thing.
I'm 15 minutes from home.
But not everybody saw that. I didn't see that.
Shit.
What I'm saying, like, overall in the big picture of things, when people see us now, they see the fruits. They don't see the labor.
Look.
But you know what I'm saying though. Like people see us living a certain way, and they feel like, well, I can do that.
Shit.
But like everybody has this obsession. Like in the past decade, the past 10 years, I've just noticed that everybody's obsession with being their own boss is like really taking over to where people that work for me start to get jealous of me or envy me because they think that what I do is easy. Like y'all don't see the shit that I go through. Mm-hmm. You see me pull up in a new car or wear some nice shoes or something, but you don't fucking see what I deal with it.
Let me backtrack to where we started this conversation. The guy that tricked me out of my company, I wasn't going to say tricked me out of my company because I screwed myself out of my company.
You did.
Karma's a motherfucker. But him not seeing the grits and the grime of everything I went through to get there, when he did what he did, he lasted 6 months.
Yeah.
Because he was closed in 6 months after he took my collection agency. Because he don't know everything that I went through. He don't know that my house went into foreclosure to pay my employees. Mm-hmm. Because I had to make sure they showed up for work every day. So I paid them instead of paying my mortgage.
Of course, yeah.
You know,
bro, I lived broke for the first 6 years of this restaurant.
You don't know you got to pay your employees to make sure they show up for work before you pay yourself. Before you pay your bills in your own house.
They think if I make like $4,000 on a Saturday that I just made $4,000. I didn't make $4,000. St. Louis Wing Company made $4,000.
Ameren made some of that money.
I made about $50.
LeClere Glass made some of that money.
Y'all made money.
Yeah.
Payroll, inventory.
Made money.
They don't see that.
Yeah.
They see the numbers like, oh, you made $4,000. No, I didn't.
No,
this company did.
Not at all.
So, bro, I think, but like honestly, like what you and I have witnessed and what we've been through, like I do want to know, like people's obsession with being their own boss. They want fast money without all the hard work.
I relate that to drugs, and I told somebody this before. Let's go back to the street life.
Yeah.
When you sell dope, you gotta re-up. So you need that money to re-up. It's the same thing with the business. When that cash register up there make $10, you need to keep that $10
to buy more chicken.
Because you got to buy some more chicken. Yeah. You got to re-up.
I got to buy more dope.
So re-up.
It's not 100% profit.
Hell no. You got to re-up. So that's the part that they don't realize. You know, when I'm out there in Miami, when I'm out there in Belize, Hawaii, everywhere I've been over the last 6 months, I re-up.
6 months. Did y'all hear that? You said 6 months.
Hey. I re-up
I've been in one place.
I did all this shit.
Of course. Because you got your priorities in line now. You're older, you're more seasoned, more mature, you're smarter.
Yeah.
But it took for a lot of us, a lot of fuck ups to get to where we are now. Because and like you say, like you're doing public speaking, like on the back of my business card, I'm a motivational speaker.
Yeah.
Like I go into prisons and I speak to inmates saying like, look, I'm a convicted felon, I'm tattooed, I'm not your average white boy, I'm successful. And and I was in prison a few years ago wearing the same uniform you are. Right. So what I work with and honestly, I've said this a couple times, but like the two people that run my business right now, my two supervisors are both convicted felons, and I trust them with my life.
Yeah.
And I work with a lot of organizations that work with convicted felons. Thizzle, you know, he worked with Mission St. Louis. He's got his own thing going on now. Right. And like what these brothers are doing, they've been through the shit. Thizzle, he's been shot. He's been a gangster. Right. He's been all this shit. Right. And like he and I, like we connect on that level. Same with me and you. Like we've been through that shit. Right. We've done the street life. We carry guns. We've done all this shit, and we can tell you can do better. Yep. There is a life after that. You don't have to stay doing that shit. And that's what. And honestly, bro, like having all the money I've had in my life, like money is not what drives me now. It's like if I can like just afford to have a nice vacation or like buy myself some nice shoes here and there, that's great. Drive a nice car. But I like helping people. Like
helping people.
It's
and
a
knowing
different
that
feeling.
I've done something positive.
Does that feel good or what?
Man,
Dude? Like,
hey,
it gives you this.
When I can wake up and say, "Damn, I did that."
When you left that event,
that's all for me. That's all I need to know is that I did that.
When you left that event last week, when you left there, you felt like you got $100,000 paycheck.
Yeah.
Like, because you can't put a dollar sign on that feeling of.
And I lost. I lost financially, but I gained mentally, man.
Dude, you know
I lost financially, and people thought I was doing this for a game. And if people would do the number, I had to pay for a venue. My caterer, man, that spread was so fucking dope. You know, my panelists, my moderator, my DJ. I had to pay for all that shit.
Right.
And if you look at the size of the venue and the number of people was there, it didn't cover that.
But how did you feel mentally, like knowing, like
I was on top of the world, man.
When you network and you feed off each other and you feel his story and then it ignites something in you. It gives you this motivation, this power, this like, damn, I can tell you my story, I can help people, I can do, and like when great minds get together, whether it's on a spiritual level or a business level or like just like the community, you know what I'm saying? When you can help somebody, it's a feeling that, dude, I got chills thinking about it.
The next day, man, I had a girl that inboxed me, and she said, "You know, I ain't been to sleep yet."
Because she couldn't stop
feeling
thinking
right
about
there,
it,
man.
dude.
That was that feeling.
Yeah.
She said, "I've been up all fucking night, man, thinking about all the gems y'all gave us."
Dude, it's powerful.
That was the feeling right there.
It'll motivate somebody to like get off their ass and like take their risks that they never would have taken.
You gotta take it, man.
You got to, because I don't know any successful person right now that didn't risk everything.
Yeah.
Every successful person that I know wasn't handed shit.
I've risked my home. I've risked my cars.
Your
I've
freedom.
risked my freedom, my family. I've risked so much. Why not risk it for the right thing?
Yeah,
you know,
when you got to take those risks, man, you got to take risk. And I mean, like even Donald Trump, you know what I'm saying? Like he was giving some shit, but like any businessman or anybody that's actually like gonna like be successful has had that moment like, damn, should I do it? Should I not? They weren't scared. Gary Vee, do you know who Gary Vee is?
No.
Bro, Gary Vee, he's a little short twerp, but he's one of the most motivational dudes that you could ever like see. He started off like promoting a wine for his dad's wine store, and then he got good at it. He started promoting on YouTube, and then he created this following, and now Gary Vee has this huge media company, and all he does now is just travel the world, travel the country, just throwing himself at people and saying, you know, believe in yourself.
Right.
And he's cursing at these people. He's like, fuck that. You could, you know, if you have a dream, fucking follow that dream. If you gotta eat shit for 2 years while you're doing it, then do it.
Right.
If you like, fuck that BMW. Is that paying your bills? Who are you trying to impress? Like all the shit that you and I have done the hard way. He's like, you don't need that shit. You don't need red bottom shoes to like impress motherfuckers. You don't need a BMW. Like, you just grind. If you need to go sleep in your parents' basement for the next 2 years, and do it.
Yeah.
Like, so like I'm gonna put you on Gary Vee because he's pretty motivational,
I gotta
man.
see what's up with him.
Like, for real. So like, I want to know like what do you see yourself doing? Like where is this gonna go? Like
motivational speaking, man. I want more trucks. My ultimate goal, man. My role model is my little sister, man, Ebony. Ebony's got property, man, in fucking Miami, New York, and that's what I want to do, man. I want to lay my ass on that beach. I got one child, man. I got my daughter's 30.
Okay.
I want to turn this trucking company
Damn,
over.
she's 30 now, bro.
30, man.
You're
she's
old.
30. She's 30, man, and she's pregnant. So my first grandchild's
You're
coming.
about to be a grandfather.
Yeah. So
Shit.
I want to be able to turn this company over to her, the trucking company and the sauce company.
And you will.
And I want her to fucking send me a check every month.
But you know what,
That's all I want.
You know, listen, you know what I do know about you is that even if you are sitting collecting money
I'm gonna work.
You're gonna do something. You can't
I'ma work.
You can't just sit still,
Yeah,
dog.
I'm gonna work.
You are the most moving around motherfucker
Yeah.
that I know.
Yeah.
Like you don't sit still. I don't even know how you sleep at night.
Motivational speaking, man, and laying on that beach. That's all I want to do. That's my ultimate goal.
So take your grind, take your history, and take everything that you witnessed and experienced. Take your experiences and turn them into a package.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that I've had to learn how to do. Whether it was my publicist or media company or just me, like actually like having an epiphany. Like, dude, you're good at what you do,
Right.
but you're so much better at what you can give.
Right.
And like I had to realize that, and like so like with this podcast and with the motivational speaking I do at prisons with the probation and with Channel 2 and all this stuff, and like I feel more whole when I'm helping other people. So like I think like yeah, your bills might be paid and your daughter might be taking over this and that, but bro, you're not gonna sit still.
No. I got something coming up with Job Corps soon, man. I haven't touched bases with them the way that I need to, but I'm supposed to be speaking with Job Corps real soon.
Right before the pandemic hit, I did a thing with Chef Pat.
That's what I'm supposed to speak with.
Yeah, that's the homie.
I'm supposed to speak with Chef Pat. She sent me an inbox. I got an inbox from Chef Pat and about 3 other chefs there.
That's Zoe. Say what's up,
What up, Zoe?
Hey,
What
I'm
up, bro?
I'm in the middle of a podcast. Don't you see this shit?
Yo.
My bad, dog. My bad.
I'm gonna call you back though.
I'm Dolo, bro. Where you at?
Are you in a T-Rex?
What the
I'm in
fuck?
a slingshot, cat.
Hey, meet us down at Blue Ultra Lounge, man. We going down to Blue when we leave here.
Are you in St. Louis?
Is he in St. Louis?
Bro, where are you?
He in St. Louis.
Miami.
Oh, he in
You're in Miami?
I'm jealous.
Oh well, bye. I'm getting off
Bye,
the phone. Bye,
motherfucker.
man.
Yeah,
bye.
bye.
Shit. I thought he was in the crib.
Right.
But yeah,
I'm
man.
supposed to go with Chef Pat, man. They sent me an inbox on Facebook, Chef Pat and like 3 other chefs. And I was supposed to hook up with them down at Job Corps, man,
Yeah.
to speak to the guys down.
And I like Job Corps because I went to Chef Pat. They had a luncheon. They had like, and all these, man, I felt bad, bro. I wanted to adopt all these motherfuckers, like
Yeah.
all these kids. I wanted to, cause it was right before, bro. It was before the pandemic. It was right before Christmas break, and she told me a lot of these kids don't have a family to go home to over break.
Right.
Like they're gonna stay here.
Right.
I'm like, on Christmas. Like these 16-year-old kids don't have any family to go hang out with on Christmas. Like I straight wanted to like just have them over to my house.
Man, what we're gonna do next year, and don't fucking forget, cause I know you're drinking.
Oh, I'm good. I
Next year
need
we go-
like 6 more shots to get
Okay.
me to forget,
Man, next year we're gonna rent a big ass fucking Airbnb with a fucking pool. And we're
bro.
gonna take some of those kids, as many of them as we can get, and we're gonna take them down there to the Airbnb. We're gonna cook some good fucking food, and we're gonna let them have a good ass time. Play them some what they
That-
listening to now, man.
Whatever it is.
Megan Thee Stallion and all that bullshit they listening to. We're gonna get them up on all that shit, man. And we're gonna let them have a good ass time. We're gonna cook a nice ass.
And we'll buy them some Christmas presents.
Yeah, man, we got to do that shit, man. We got to let these kids know, man, they love, man. Somebody love
And
them.
it fucked
and
me
we're
up.
gonna talk to them.
We should.
This shit ain't gonna come free now.
Yeah.
They gonna get these gems we got.
Oh yeah.
They go get these gems, man. So,
Wait till you get around them
Yeah.
and you see like the stuff that they go through, because
Yeah.
like doing the right thing for them is not cool.
I can imagine.
Like being
Yeah.
successful, being like getting good
Right.
grades, that's not cool.
Right.
So they want to fuck up because they want to fit in with people. So
Right.
there's like they need us. They need people like us.
Yeah.
They really need people that have been through the shit and have come out.
And they think that people like us, man, are nerds, and we not. But they think that if you're successful, you was this nerdy motherfucker that went
But
to
you know-
college. And
but-
I got a fucking GED.
Bro,
I didn't graduate from high school.
I didn't even go to high school.
Oh, you didn't?
The last grade I completed was the 8th grade. Hands down.
Come on, man.
Swear to God. The last grade that I completed was the 8th grade.
Man, I used to always think you was this little rich ass white kid with this fucking.
I'm a
Hey,
thug,
look.
I'm a thug from the south side.
Hey, look, I got a fucking GED and went to college. I went to college though, but I went to college with a GED. But I was grown when I did it because my mother never pushed me to go to college the way she should have. And me and her never had this conversation, and we need to have this conversation because I have a close friend of mine whose kid plays football and she's not pushing him the way that she needs to.
Yeah.
And my mom never saying my senior year, you need to take an ACT. We need to prepare for what do they call this shit? Senior pictures.
She didn't do that?
My mom didn't do none of that shit because she was too busy working.
Yeah.
But she was working. She took good. I'm an only child. She took good fucking care of me. But she dropped the ball just in that one part. She didn't say, "Hey, we need to sit down and fill out some college applications." I was smart as fuck in school. We need to fill out college applications. We need to take ACTs, practice SATs, ACT. We need to do all this shit. She dropped the ball right there. So when I got to my senior year, my stupid ass, I was graduating in May.
You made it all the way to your senior year?
Dude, I was graduating in May. You know I dropped out in fucking January.
What the fuck?
I dropped out 6 months before my graduation.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, I had no motivation. My mom didn't
Well,
push me
all right, well,
to
let's say
do
this.
what
All
I was
right,
supposed to
well,
do.
let's say this though.
You know,
would you, if you could go back and given all the shit that you've done in the past 25 years, the motorcycles, the parties, the drugs, the jail, the experiences, all this shit, you've had some fun times. I remember you were pierced, you had fucking piercings and
Right.
shit, like was it that bad? I mean, are you happy with the life that you lived, or do you wish you would have taken a different turn? I mean, yeah, we've had hard times, but think about the good times along with it. So weigh those.
dude, if I can eliminate anything out of my life and do shit over, man, it's hard to say. I would eliminate the fucking everything but the fucking drug shit I went through.
Okay.
The drug shit I went through and the prison shit I went through.
But
Other than that,
do you
man,
think
my
that
life
that-
was cool.
Do you
other than
think?
that shit,
But I'm
you know?
saying, but those experiences, do you think that made you
It made
learn
me,
more tougher, like become a better person after that, or do you think that was like?
I didn't necessarily have to go through that shit though.
No, but I mean, going through it, I don't know. It's like for everybody's different. Like
Yeah.
I wish I hadn't experienced that, but I don't think if I didn't ever experience that, I'd be where I am now. I don't know. I really don't know.
I definitely wouldn't be where I am now because I had to go through that route, you know, and God took me there to get where I am.
Yeah,
now.
I mean, everything
So-
is like, leading up to what it is today, man. I don't think that. I mean, when I look at you, when I look at Reggie, like, and I've known you for 20 years, bro.
Yeah.
I don't see somebody that's had a terrible life. I don't. I see somebody.
I
That's,
didn't have a terrible life, but I went through terrible times.
Yeah, but-
and I did that to myself.
But if you didn't go through terrible times, I don't think you would actually appreciate what you're going through now.
I wouldn't.
So
I wouldn't.
It's gotta, like, I mean, there's a balance there, bro.
But then you think about, look at your little college kids that had that silver spoon all their life.
My son.
That was supposed to be me. He don't know what that hard life is like. Your son
But
don't
he
know
ain't
what
gonna
that
know
hard
how to
life is like.
hustle either.
But he don't have to hustle.
I'm talking about hustle in the sense like the way that we hustle
What the
now.
fuck? What the fuck he's got to for?
Because he has me.
But school, white collar, he ain't got to. What the fuck for?
I don't know, bro.
Exactly, he ain't got to. My daughter ain't got to. She ain't got to see all this shit. For what?
I just want him to
My daughter
know
went to
how
Missouri
to-
State University.
That's where my son is right now as
yeah.
we speak.
Yeah, my daughter went to MSU.
My son is in
she's a bear.
Springfield.
Yeah, she was in Springfield.
He's a bear.
Yeah, she was a bear. So they ain't got to experience this shit. So I don't see no reason you got to go through that shit if you ain't got to. But now that we went through it and made it out and we learned the lessons that we learned.
Do you know my son?
And we got to the other side. We're at the other side.
Yeah, we are.
But ain't no reason to go that way where you can go that way and still make it. Now, they'll be fucked up if something goes wrong.
Yeah, they won't know what to
They
do.
gonna hustle, right. She has no fucking, just like her mother, they have no fucking street sense at
Dude,
all.
Bobby tells me, he's like, Dad, I don't know what it's like to be gangster. I don't know what it's like to hustle. I don't know what it's like to be in confrontational situations. And he's like, I wish I did. I'm like, I don't think you do, bro.
Nah, they ain't got to.
They
ain't got to
do that.
Nah, they ain't
but
got
he
to,
does
man.
feel sometimes that he has missed out on a certain part of life because he grew up in a better.
But they don't have to. That's the thing. We had to. Well, we put ourselves there. We didn't have to. But now that we did, we dealt with it and we overcame it. But
Yeah, we did.
If they ain't got to, man, what the fuck you go jump over 15 hurdles for? You can walk around them motherfuckers, and that's
Because it makes you stronger. God damn it!
Fuck.
It makes you stronger. Shit.
shit.
Fuck that. I want my son to like go through some hard times.
Nah.
So look, yes, I do.
They ain't even built for this.
Let
shit,
me. All right. On a lighter note,
they ain't even built for this shit, man.
So look,
my daughter ain't built for this shit.
What do you I'm gonna end this in like 5 minutes. I do want to know like what skills throughout life do you wish you would have learned like that you don't have now? Like what do you wish you would have learned growing?
Up until a couple of years ago, I would say coping skills and patience. You know, I've always coped with shit the wrong way.
Okay.
Throwing tantrums because I'm an only child.
I've seen a few of those.
Man.
As an adult,
Yeah.
I've seen them firsthand.
Yeah, throwing tantrums, not getting my way.
You had an expedition at one point, didn't you? I remember Reggie and Tantrum Expedition. I remember a time.
Anyway. You know, doing some fucked up shit to get my way. You know, doing crazy.
So you wish you'd have learned more patience.
Patience.
I wish I would have learned how to work on cars.
That's another thing. I wish I would learn how to use my fucking hands. Yeah, hey, y'all see my fucking hands, man?
This dude got a fucking manicure, dog. Get the fuck out of here.
I get a manicure every fucking 2 weeks, and I get a pedicure
dude,
every 2
his
weeks.
nice ass fucking hands.
Hey,
bro.
I can't do shit with my hands. That's one thing I wish I
I'm a
would learn.
motherfucking thug, dog.
Fuck that. hey, I'm a pretty ass thug, man. I get a manicure every 2 weeks. I get a pedicure every 2 weeks. I don't do shit with my hands. I can't put together a fucking bookshelf.
Oh, that's fucked. Don't say that out loud.
I swear to God.
Did he just say that?
Hey, I pay everybody to do everything. I can't build shit. I can't.
That's
put
why
shit
your ass just
together.
got taxed $4,000 for a transmission.
Right.
Because you don't know how to work on cars.
Man, I can't. Hey, I can't work on a car. I can't fucking paint. I can't do shit. If I could do that shit, I'd be fucking rich because I'd be buying property everywhere and rehab my own properties. I'd be
Bro, I see all these people doing all this shit. I'm like,
my
damn,
God.
like I wish I knew how to do that.
Yes, I got friends that buy properties, man, and they rehab themselves. They buy cars and fucking.
And here
fix
we
them,
are
man.
trying to find people to pay to do it. And we could have cut the middleman out.
Man.
So there's a lot of things I wish I would have learned.
Yeah.
So like as in your
simple, learn how to use your hands.
Exactly.
That's
but
something I never learned, man.
Well, get on YouTube.
Fuck, I can't. No, I don't have patience. Goddamn it, I don't have
Right,
patience.
you didn't teach yourself that.
Yeah, I'm
All
not gonna
right.
sit there and watch a video and then try to do this shit.
So what excites you now? Like what? So I've known you for a long time, bro, and I've seen excitement, and I've seen you go through so many things. Like what excites you? Like, cause I'll tell you right now, like me. I get excited to go for a hike and see a sunset.
Yeah.
I get excited to see my tomato plants actually grow tomatoes.
Oh man,
like
that's my thing right there.
Because 20 years ago, I'd have like fuck your tomatoes, but
Man,
now I'm like
hey.
I'm putting fucking like
I went live the other day. Oh, you ain't been on Facebook.
Yeah.
I got some fucking.
I'm feeding my plants and shit.
Yeah,
Like,
I did a garden last year, so I started my garden the other day.
how does
2
that
days
feel?
ago.
It's exciting,
Hey,
right?
It feels good to say. I get on Facebook and go live, and the first thing I say is I'm doing old man shit.
Bro.
I love doing old man shit because I know that I'm 48. I lived through that shit. I should have been dead a long time ago. I tell people my hashtag for my birthday back in January was hashtag first 48. I should have either been a victim or a fucking suspect on the first 48.
And now you're excited about your garden.
I'm excited about my garden. I just planted my seeds the other day. I'm waiting
I
on
can't wait.
But yeah, when they start, fermenting, I can put them outside, and that type of shit excites me now because
I say it all the
man,
time. I get excited about my tomato, my cucumbers, like straight up.
I did last year, man. I planted so much shit, it grew. I got mad when my watermelons didn't grow, and we got other people out
when
there
the
tripping
squirrels
off
come and eat your shit, I'm like, you little bastards.
Yeah, you
like,
got other people tripping off of other shit, and I'm mad because my fucking watermelon didn't grow.
my crops ain't growing.
Yeah.
You see how life changes,
man. And we used to get mad because our bike wouldn't start.
Right.
Or because our girlfriend got mad at us or some shit like that. Now we mad over some fucking plants now.
motherfucking plants ain't growing.
Right.
Life changes, man. But like, I'd rather have those problems than the problems as before. But I don't regret anything, man. Like, but I'm really proud of you, bro. Like, straight up, man. Like, you've come a long way. And like, I mean, I know I have. Like, I came.
You have, man. I'm proud of you too,
shit.
man.
Like,
hey, even though you kept it a fucking big fucking secret, but when you got out,
I'm
I'm
supposed
like,
to.
I said, Bobby can fucking cook. He got a fucking restaurant.
Oh, man.
What the fuck is he?
I went backwards, bro.
Yeah.
I went to school. I mean, I've been a chef like growing up, and then I went to college in '99. Shit, I'm old. No, fucking 98. God damn.
Did you?
Yeah, I went to college. I went to culinary school in Louisville, and I came back I graduated, came back, got a job at a couple different restaurants as a chef, and then I started selling drugs.
Dang.
But I was selling like weed as a teenager.
right,
but then
right.
I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be a chef. I'm gonna go do this thing, and I was doing my thing. I was at restaurants. I was cooking. I was the sous chef, and then I started selling drugs. Like
Right.
I went backwards.
Right.
But then I started making so much money.
Fuck it.
This chef life ain't paying nothing.
Right.
So like nowadays, that's when I see people with Versace and I see people with all these labels and shit. I'm like, I did that 20 years ago.
We did it.
I did that.
Hey, we was talking about the fucking All-Star game on Facebook the other day. Me and some old Rough Riders.
We did that.
We did that.
And not only did we do that, we did that.
Man, did we?
Did
we? Y'all in Atlanta at All-Star. We went to the game and we kicked it. Y'all
And-
just going to Atlanta.
Yeah.
We went to the game and we kicked it.
And see,
you know?
we sound like the old guys trying to like be like, oh, well, you don't.
Nah.
But honestly, bro, because you and I, we've been
Nah.
there. They have no idea what did that mean.
Right.
Like we fucked it up, bro.
Right. We did.
Like
We did.
I'm happy
did.
with the life I've lived.
And we didn't have to worry about people's.
It was there.
Jack
I don't even
in.
think we had a gun
I did.
when we went to when we had the RV.
Fuck no, we had no guns.
I don't even
back
think we had a
then.
gun.
Fuck, for what?
We should have though. We probably should
We had a
have.
motorcycle with some condoms. Hey, I had a bike and some condoms. That's all the fuck I had when we traveled. That's it. And a bottle of fucking alcohol. What the fuck we need?
That's all we need. That's all we need.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah,
but
that's all we need.
Nobody had guns. We knew how to fight,
man.
and
Yeah.
but we didn't even
didn't have
need
to
to.
fight.
We didn't need to. Everybody was cool.
And you ride a bike? Yeah, what you ride? Okay, this what I ride. All right, dog.
You're automatically the homie.
Yeah, we
Period.
shake eye, we shake hands, and
And then if you see me over here getting into it, all of a sudden you're gonna. It's just like like we never
I
had
don't care where you
problems.
from. You ride bikes, and somebody fucking with
Family.
you. It's like that.
And that's the
You know?
camaraderie that we had back then. It's not like that anymore. I don't know.
Yep.
My bike is sitting in my living room.
I rolled mine yesterday.
Shit, I got a.
Hey, I rolled mine 2 X's and got off and brought it back home and put it back.
That's
in the
how I
garage.
feel like I don't even. It ain't even the same no more,
I
bro.
rolled 2 X's just to make sure the motherfucker would start.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
that's
shit.
all I did.
I still have a bike just to say I have a bike.
Yeah.
But I mean, so the pure heat, man. Like I'm really proud of you, and I really have a lot of respect for what you've done and all the stuff that we've done in our lives together. And like I consider you one of my close friends. I mean, I don't have to talk to you every day or every
Close friends
but
don't.
yeah, like
They don't.
I mean, like, but you know, like, if you ever needed me, like, boom, I'm gonna be there. Like, I fuck with you the long way, man. And like, and you give me shit a lot, like on Facebook. Like, you'll get on one of my posts and be like, you'll be talking shit, and some of you like, do you know that guy? I'm like, oh yeah, that's the homie. like you gave my friend a hard time. You're like, who's that funny looking white boy?
Right. Hey,
But
I like talking shit.
People don't understand that you're like a big ass comedian, bro. Like a lot of people don't know. Well, I mean, actually, you're more popular than I am.
Bullshit.
I don't know, man.
You cross over, man.
Well, shit. Between the two of us,
Yeah,
we know everybody in St. Louis.
Yeah.
Everybody that's over like 30.
Yeah.
We're the
Yeah.
old popular guys now.
Yeah.
Anyway, man. So Pure Heat. What name all your companies and like? Do they all have
Man,
like social media handles?
I got STLPureHeat.com. I got Boston Up Trucking. I got All Brothers Logistics. My trucking company. Log on to all my websites. Support my websites. If you want to know anything about trucking, log on to my trucking website. BostonUpTrucking.com without the G. Boston BOSSING. I'm sorry, BOSSIN. Boston Up Trucking. And STLPureHeat.com for the sauces. I'm in 112 Schnook stores. All Brothers Logistics is my trucking companies. I'm always hiring drivers. I'm always looking for new people that want to go to school to learn how to drive and learn the industry.
And he comes with lobster.
Hey, and we fucking up some lobster tails here now.
Hey, thanks for coming on my show, man. I appreciate it,
All right,
bro.
for sure, bro. For sure.
Like,
always,
straight up, man.
Always. We had a
One
ball,
love.
man. We had a ball.
We're out of here. Drunken Chicken Diaries, another episode in the bank. Shout out to Big Stu, bro.
Big
Peace.
Stu, we got Elizabeth Danielle. We doing our thing.